Okay, let me just fix.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
God, that took a long time. Okay, here we go. We're ready, right? Gonna do a quick little warm up. I'm still gonna end at the regular time because I'm sure you've got shit you gotta do. Swan diving all the way down, let your head go. And then you're just gonna roll up nice and slowly, Pilates style. And we're gonna do that again. Big, deep breath with a nice big reach and lift of the shoulders. And then all the way down. And then roll it up nice and slow. And let's do it again. Big, deep breath. Now this time we're going up and over to the right. And then come back center and go up and over. And now back center, all the way back down again. This time we're going to inhale, extend to a flat back. Shift your hips backwards. And then come all the way up, sending the arms out to the side and give me that nice big reach. And do it again. Down, nice and slow. Inhale, extend. Shift the hips back. Arms go out to the side as you reach for the ceiling. And one more time. Inhale, extend. Send those hips back. Really try to get a nice long leg here. And then one more time, all the way back up and give me that nice reach. And now bring your hands to heart. We're going to step our left foot forward. So you've got pretty good distance between front and back foot. Now you're going to lean forward, keep your spine long. We're going to send the knee forward and pull it back. We're going to do this 4 or 5 more times. So you're just slowly moving that leg forward and back. Work whatever range of motion you feel that your body's ready for at this point. There's no perfect spot you got to get to. We're going to do one more here. Now push it back, and we're just going to switch legs. Big deep breath, reach for the ceiling, hands to heart, right foot comes forward. So get nice and tall, long with that back leg, right? No bend in it. Lean forward. Now we bend the front leg forward and send it back. So try to keep your spine nice and long, crowd out the chest. This is a good warm-up exercise because it's really working equally the front part of the leg and the back part of the leg. So if you feel a little burning, that's good. Okay, once you're forward now, push it all the way back. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms up. And now you're going to pull the elbows all the way back into your front chest. Hold down. Your spine does not round. Come back up. Reach for the ceiling. Pull down and back with the elbows and fold. We're keeping our legs nice and straight. Maybe since you've done this a few times, you can go a little bit further. Work whatever range of motion you have. Here's your last one. And now relax the arms, just sway them side to side. Let the hips go. Okay, we're taking the feet out. So I've got half my foot on the mat and half on the floor. So a pretty wide distance between them. I'm just going to move the hips from side to side slowly. So you're kind of warming up your inner thighs. Again, it's not about going farther than what you feel comfortable doing. It's just about feeling that little stretch. Now, when we're on one side, you're going to send the hips back And give me a nice, really big forward lean, and then come up. And then we're gonna do it the other way. So hips go the other way now. Send them back. Holding down. We're gonna do this one more in each direction. Okay, bring your feet back onto the mat. I want you to kickstand the right foot. Keep your hands on your hips, but try to crowd out the chest when they're there. And then just pick up this right knee. Circle your foot. This is also a good way to warm up your hip flexor and the top of the leg. You're probably feeling that. Point and flex, change your direction, do whatever it is that feels good for the ankle. And put that foot down. We're going to do the same with the other one. Go to a kickstand first. I always like to gradually move into these exercises to get this leg nice and stable, then pick the knee up. And start your foot there. Change the direction. And point and flex. Nice. Now put that foot down. We're going to start with our feet a little bit wider than hip width. Hands out in front. Give me a nice little squat. So getting into the back of the lower legs, if they're tight, those calf muscles, when you squat down, you're going to feel them. We're going to end up in a downward facing dog just to really give those muscles a good stretch. But let's just do 5 more nice little squats. Draw that belly in, keep your spine long. Work whatever range of motion you can. And now this time, just pull down, walk the hands all the way forward to plank. Lots of steps to get there. Once you're there, shoulders come over the wrists. You're really just on those tippy toes. Now pull through to a downward facing dog. Let's drive the heels to the floor. Come back to plank. And back to down dog. Pushing those heels back down again. In a nice straight leg. Maybe the feet are about 6 inches apart. Come forward, send it back. One last time forward. And back. Hold here for 3 breaths. Great way to warm up your shoulders. And now come back to plank. Put the knees on the floor right under the hips. We're going to do a few cat cows here. So whatever feels good, just move your body, tuck in that belly. Okay, neutral spine. Tuck those toes under if they're not already. Let's come off those knees and put them back down. You're going to do this 9 more times, lifting and lowering. Make sure you pull that belly in and work it against gravity. Okay, from here, small downward dog. Walk your hands back to the feet. Look through your knees to the back of the room. Let your head go. Couple of deep breaths. Now we're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, that's your warm up. Grab your 2 heavy weights. We're going to start with hamstrings and butt work. How fun is that? Okay. 1 weight in each hand, kicks down the right foot, so we're starting to challenge the left leg. So you've got a bend in the right knee. You're going to put a bend in the left one. So just a small little bend. Now we're going to fold down with most of our weight staying in that left leg. So it's a modification of what we normally do. Now come at the top, go to a straight leg. Then bend the leg a little bit and come back down. So you're going to feel not only the back part of the leg, but the front part also. At the top of the move, you send the leg straight. Then you bend it again and fold down. I'm now rounding my back. Straight leg, and then squat it a little bit, and then fold down. Your range of motion is whatever you can handle. So that might mean the weights are getting all the way to touch the floor, or it might mean they're not. All good. Okay, we're going to do 5 more here, and then we're going to do 10 with the leg remaining straight. So you go whatever pace feels good for you. Just try not to be putting too much weight in that right foot. Okay, at the top of the move, when you've done those 5, keep the legs straight now. Come down. Get used to it. It's a little bit of a different sensation. So we want to go nice and slow. And be mindful not to put too much weight on that right leg. Now you also want to be sending the hips back as soon as you start your fold. You're working your posterior chain here. So let's squeeze in 4 more. As long as you're coming down fairly slowly and sending the hips back and keeping not a lot of weight on the right side, you're doing great. And 1 more to finish this leg. Now put your weights down just for a sec. Shake out your grip. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to start the other side. So, holding the weights, kickstanding that left foot. Now remember, we start out with the squats. So bend the right leg, fold down. It's not big. And then at the top of the move, you send that right leg nice and long. Squat, hold. Come back up to a straight leg. You're still sending the hips backwards, even though you've got that little squat. And the best way to know if you're doing it or not is to put most of your weight in the back of the right foot. So you're pressing up through that heel to really get a strong activation in the right glute. Not a lot of weight on that left foot, no cheating. There, we have 5 more. We got this. Weight into the back of the right foot. At the top of this one, let's transition it. So now the right leg's going to stay straight, folding down, coming back up. You're still sending the hips backwards. You're still putting most of the weight in the right foot. So that's why we like to go slow. It really gives you an opportunity to concentrate on what's happening to the body, specifically that left leg, when you start sending the torso down and back. Two more. Hopefully that leg started to talk to you. Okay. Put the weights down. Keep them close by because we're going to come into a bridge and we're going to use two weights. The heavy ones you were just using, we're going to use them in our bridge. So, I'm going to grab a quick sip. Here we go. Find those heavy weights. You're going to lie yourself down, get into your bridge with your weights on your hips. Feet are hip width apart. Now, when you start to bridge up, tilt the pelvis up first, press up through those heels, and hold at the top. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Now I want you to isometrically try to move the knees towards each other, just to create an activation. And with that activation, slowly lower those hips back down. You're coming down one vertebrae at a time. Then you're going to roll the pelvis forward. You're going to tilt it back. You're going to press up through the heels. You're going to squeeze those butt cheeks. Isometrically pull those knees together. And let's do it again. Come down nice and slowly. This is going to feel maybe not so challenging in the beginning, but it's going to build over time. We're going to do 5 more repetitions. So squeeze and lift. Use your breathing. Start your descent. And then again, this is 4. You got, after this one, you got 3 more, nice and slow. Start your descent. And again, working on number 3. And lower down. Tilt the pelvis forward, then back up. All your weight should be in the heels when you push up. Isometrically squeeze the knees. Lower down slow. Roll forward, tilt back. And up we go. Hold at the top. Now you're going to bring the knees so they're actually touching if they can, and then open them back up. And squeeze them in and open. And do that 8 more times while you breathe through it. And slowly lower. Oh my goodness. Okay, sit yourself up, put the weights off to the side. We're going to grab a quick sip of water. little core. So start sitting up with your legs bent. Spine long, hands on your knees. Now draw the belly in, crowd out the chest, lean back till you feel like you gotta work to keep the belly in, and you feel your hip flexors talking to you. Then you know you're in the right spot. You haven't rounded the lower back. One arm lifts, and then the other one, and you're just gonna hold this as you raise the arms up and lower them to your starting point. Raise and lower. You're building endurance here. Your six-pack muscle is working, your hip flexors, your shoulders, your arms, everything. It's a party officially. Okay, when the arms come down, now I want you to open them wide. Send them back and then bring them back together. Palms connect. Squeeze the hands into each other. Open up nice and wide. We're going to do this 3 more times. Nice. Okay, lean forward. Hands inside the legs. We're going to send the heels to the corners of the mat. Round your back and fold between the legs. Now, if you can't touch opposite shoulders, come back up. I want you to C-curve the spine, tuck the belly in, and roll it down slowly. Use your arms out in front if you need to. It's all about controlling the descent. Once you're down, we're taking that nice full body stretch. Should feel good for your hip flexors. Just breathe a little bit here. And now send the arms forward. You're going to lift your head, tuck your chin, draw that belly in, roll back up. And now we're going to find our heavy weights again. You're going to pick up both of them. We're going to send it back down and the arms up for some chest presses. So we're going to start out alternating, lower one arm out to the side and press back up. Stay on that one side, go up and down 12 times. Keep the lower back pushing into the floor. Squeeze that chest at the top when the arm is long. When you're done that side, switch it up. Couple more. Okay, bring your palms now so they face. Let the weights touch each other so you're connecting the weights with your arms straight up. Now, make sure your elbows stay over the shoulders. We're going to do a skull crusher. So you're going to bend the arms, let the weights lower towards the forehead, and pick them back up. They're not touching the forehead. You're going nice and slow. You're going to do 8 of these. Limit the range of motion so the weights do not get near the forehead. And when you're done, rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. We're going to get the black band. We're going to wrap it around our ankles, and I'm going to use the red band, and I'm going to wrap it around my wrists. So I'm going to challenge our arms and outer hips at the same time with this next exercise. So if you're with me, here we go. Legs up, arms up. Now, so this is what we're going to do. I want you to get tension in the band around your wrists. So open your wrists so you feel around the shoulders working. You're going to hold that. When you can't hold it anymore because your arms are so tired, take a break and start again. The legs are going to open out and close. So the legs are moving, the arms are not. Let's try to work full range of motion with the legs, opening them as far as they can go, bringing them back together with intention, nice and slowly, resisting it. I'm just going to give my arms a little break, and I'm just going to work the legs. But if you can still keep those arms going, spread them as far apart as you can and just keep holding. I'm going to start again with the arms. Keep the legs moving. You got 8 more to go. Okay, relax the arms. Hold the feet out as far as you can get them. Just hold. Get rid of the band around your wrist. Focus on those hips. Breathe here. Try to stay here 10 more seconds if you can do it. And then relax. Bring the knees in so you can get rid of the band. Put the legs on the floor with a nice big bend in them. We're just going to roll over our glutes one side at a time. This is a feel-good moment. Enjoy it. One more time on each side. Those glutes and hips took a little bit of a beating. Okay, roll yourself back up with your legs nice and long. Dive between the legs. Flex those feet. Okay, grab your weights again. We're going back down. Put a bend in the legs, get the low back on the floor. Palms face forward. You're going to give me 2 hands working, 2 arms working at a time. 12 presses, 12 flies, and 12 extensions. So at your pace, whatever you can do, just remember at least 12 reps. Go longer if you feel you can. This is your last set of work, then we do a couple of stretches and we're done. Make sure your weights are touching at the top in your presses. Back of the arms are getting down on the floor. You can switch up the angle of the elbows if you're bored. When you've done 12 presses, you're right into your flies, opening up nice and wide. When you've done your 12 flies, it's 12 extensions. Weights come all the way down, tap the shoulder, go back to that nice long arm. Don't squeeze those weights too hard, let them relax in the palms. Try to not have any movement between the elbow and the shoulder. And done 12 of those, you're done with your weights. We're gonna meet lying down. We're gonna do a figure 4 stretch. So take your right foot, place it over your left thigh. Push the knee forward and then bring it in. Just rock it back and forth a couple times. And now pick that left foot up off the floor, bring that left knee in. Hold on to it as you continue to move the right knee forward. Try to improve your range of motion. Maybe tilt the pelvis down a little bit, adding a little bit more intensity if you're ready for it. And then we're going to switch sides. So left foot over right thigh. Start rocking that left leg forward and back. Now let's keep the left knee pushing forward as you bring the right knee in. Grab whatever you can reach. Try to tilt your pelvis down a little bit. The low back separates a little bit away from the floor. And then try to keep that separation as you drive the right knee in closer. Okay, release that leg. Rock and roll yourself up. We're going to do a 90-90 stretch. So scoot over to the left side of the mat. Send the right leg back at 90 degrees. We're going to have fingertips only for the first rep. So try to get your torso leaning over the mat, not the floor. Walk the hands out. And then walk them back. Now keep them out in front, fingertips only, lean forward, and I want you to lift and lower your back foot. Okay, now send the right hand behind you and lift the right knee up off the floor. Try to get nice and flat on that right foot. And then slowly lower it back down. Bring your hands to heart if you can. Otherwise, they're on the floor out in front. You're going to fold over that leg and come back up. We're going to do this a couple more times. Nice and slowly. Full range. One more. And now let's scoot over to the opposite side. 90-90. Fingertips out in front. Let them start walking. And bring them back. Maintaining a forward lean, start to lift and lower the back foot. Now relax the foot to the floor, hands to heart, fold down slowly. And back up. And do that slowly a couple of more times. Whatever range of motion you can handle is what you're doing. Now send the hands behind your hips. I want you to lift your left leg. Get that foot nice and flat on the floor. Bring it back down. Let's just do this one more time. Lift it back up. And now let the knees turn to face the back of the room. So you're going to roll backwards to face the back. And then let them come forward to face the front. You can keep your hands back behind you. Just going to rock them forward and back a couple more times. Okay, send the legs out in front, heels to the corners of the mat. You're going to pull the right foot inside the left leg and you're going to walk it out with a long spine. I know we're almost out of time. We'll just do this as a last stretch. Fold down, lower the elbows to the floor. And then come back up and switch sides. Walk it out. Spine flexes when the elbows get to the floor. And then walk it back up. Let's bring both feet in, get up onto those toes. And then pull forward, pull. We're going to roll it up slowly. One big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Sorry about that technology issue.